Hi guys, thank you so much for checking out this training. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Hannah Gilbertson and I've been with GelMoment for 3.5 years, just over 3.5 years. And at the time of this video, I am a perfectionist in the company. So that is my rank that is second from the top, and it has been an amazing journey. So I'm here tonight to share with you some really amazing training. There's a couple of ideas that I wanted to pass on, and these ideas are not from me. So I initially first heard about this from my level 4, whose name is Stacey Regan, and some of you may know her. And she's a diva, and she ranked up to diva in, I think it was 3 months or 4 months, but really quickly. So she has a lot of amazing experience and skills to share. And I happened to see one of her trainings, and I just thought this was an amazing concept that a lot of us can use and relate to have successful parties. So I have some notes here. This is my pineapple notebook because pineapples are my brand. So anyway, first of all, I hope you've been checking out Karen's business building group, because we don't need to reinvent the wheel. She already has a lot of amazing training in there. So kind of the base knowledge or information that you need to get to this training is to understand 2 + 2 + 2. And that can be found in Karen's business building group. She goes over the 2 + 2 + 2. Stacey does 2 + 2 + 1. So it's just however you prefer it. It's 2 days after a customer orders. You're messaging them, thanking them for their order, and following up to give them information, video on how to apply, video on how to remove the polish. So that's 2 days after. And then 2 weeks after they order, you reach out to them again. Hey, just checking to see if you've received your products. Have you had a chance to try them? Have you had a chance to try removing the product yet? What do you think? Do you have any questions I can help you with? That is 2 weeks after they order. And then again at 2 months, or you can do 1 month. So 2 + 2 + 2 or 2 + 2 + 1, whatever you prefer. And at the 2-month mark, that's when you're asking if they need to order more products, maybe more colors to add to their collection. Would they be interested in hosting a party? They can get a whole build your own collection for half off. So that's when you're kind of planting that seed of if they want to host a party. So once you have gone to Karen's training and you understand and you're doing 2 + 2 + 2, and now you should have some parties booked. And so that means you have hostesses that you need to coach. So this is where Stacey's idea came in, and I just thought it was a really great way to make it so that every hostess has a successful party and they get hostess rewards, because it doesn't feel good when you don't know why your group isn't very active or they seem pretty quiet, and you want to make sure that your hostesses are having engaging parties and they're successful and they can get lots of orders. So this idea, Stacey calls it the dinner party analogy, and I just think it's so great. So if you were going to have a real dinner party and you were going to invite some friends over to your house, you're the hostess. Would you sit there in the corner with your guests over there doing their own thing, and you're not engaging with them, you're not talking to them? That's kind of the whole idea of the dinner party analogy. So imagine that there's a chef that you've hired to come and cook for you, to prepare some food, to maybe get the wine ready, to provide appetizers, but they are not the entertainment. The hostess's responsibility is to ask their guests how they're doing, to welcome them, to see if they need anything to drink, and to mingle with them, to make small talk and check in with them. That is the hostess's job. The guests didn't come to the party to get to know the chef. They came to the party because they like you, or they are friends with you, or they think it's going to be a fun party. They want to support you. They are here for you. So it's really important that when you are coaching your hostesses, that you give them the idea of a dinner party and that it's their job to be engaging with their guests. And they're not just sitting in the corner ignoring their guests, okay? So, the other thing that I wanted to pass along to you are some ways that you can coach your hostesses to be engaged in their parties. So make sure that they welcome them. So when you've invited everybody, you should have the hostess do a post that welcomes all of the guests and maybe a little bit of why they love GelMoment so much and some items on their wish list, whatever. So then when you actually have, so if I'm the chef, I am there to provide content. I'm there to provide the bulk of what they are there for and not the entertainment. So if I provide an engagement post, their engagement post could be how many nail files are in this container, or what is your favorite nail shape, or if you do a roll call at the beginning of the party. That is not for me to get to know your guest. That is an opportunity for the hostess to mingle with their guests. So they need to be, and this is what I really recommend that you let every hostess know. Please don't tell them that they don't need to do any work and all they have to do is invite their friends and you're going to do the rest for them. Please don't tell them that, because that is not how to have a successful party. If they want to get a good amount of sales and hostess rewards, they need to put in a little bit of effort. They need to entertain their guests and mingle and engage with them. So your hostesses need to be liking or hearting, even better, every single post. Then they also need to be commenting on every single post. And then if any of their guests comment, they need to heart or like every guest comment and reply to each comment. Does that make sense? So they just need to be looking at everything that's going on and responding to it. And along with that, it's important to remember why Facebook was made, is to be social, and Facebook will reward you for being social. So a lot of notifications on Facebook lately have been a little bit wonky and not working properly. The group notification settings tend to default to highlights only. So you're only going to get a notification if the post is considered a highlight, which means it has a lot of comments or likes. Then you will get a notification about that post because Facebook sees that it's a social post and it's important. Unless you manually go in and change your notification settings to all posts, most people don't do that. And so the only way to make sure that they're seeing the content in your group is to make every post very engaging with lots of comments. So if there's a post with 7 comments on it, Facebook is going to reward you for being social, and they're going to send a notification to all the people that have joined the group, right? Because they've accepted the invite, they want to be in that group. Then they'll get a notification, hey, check out this post from Facebook, because Facebook sees that it's getting a lot of interaction. So it's just going to reward you the more your hostesses can be engaging with their guests. So sometimes hostesses are liking every post, commenting on every post, and they're still a little bit too quiet in the group. Maybe it's crickets. Maybe there's only 1 or 2 people commenting. So what you need to do at that point is to reach out again to your hostesses and say, great job on liking the post and commenting. I see that you're trying and that is awesome. However, I see that the group is a little bit quiet still. So what we need to do now is reach out to those who have not chimed in yet. So if you have the roll call post, and the one that I like to use is, how do you know the hostess but lie? So if you notice that Rachel hasn't commented on it, the hostess can say at Rachel and tag her in that roll call post and say, at Rachel, do you have any answer for this? Or if it's a post about nail shape, what is your favorite nail shape? You can say, at so-and-so, what is your favorite nail shape? Or if there's a photo of a manicure with a certain color that reminds you of one of the guests in your group, then the hostess can say, at so-and-so, this mani reminds me of your wedding colors, or something like that. So you just really want to encourage the hostesses to reach out to anybody who hasn't been commenting and engaged. So first of all, some of you might be going, oh, that sounds spammy. Here's the thing. It's not spammy if you are not just tagging their name and not saying anything else. If you are tagging their name and you're making it a conversation and you're being personal and making it like individualized to that person, then it's not annoying or spammy. If you're saying at so-and-so, I think you would really like this mani because blah, blah, blah. It's not just spammy like if you just tagged Rachel in the post and tagged Rachel in another post and you don't say anything. That's not conversation. That's not engaging with your guests at the party. So the other reason that you don't need to feel like it's spammy is because if they have accepted the invite to be in your group, that's because they want to be there. So that means there was something that was interesting to them or they want to support you. So they're in the group in the first place because they wanted to be there. So you can feel confident when you recommend, and that's how you're going to sell it to your hostesses and convince them to be good hostesses and engage, is if you have confidence that this is what it takes and this is going to work, because it does. It does work. You will get amazing sales, amazing rewards for your hostesses if you follow the dinner party analogy. So, just to recap, liking, commenting on every single post, hearting, liking every guest that comments, and replying to every guest that comments. And then if it's still quiet, that you're reaching out to those people, those guests that haven't commented yet, and tagging them in an individualized, engaging, conversational way. And that will also enable those people that you've tagged to then see the post, because honestly, Facebook probably didn't notify them of the post. They may not have even seen it, but now that you've tagged them, they know that it's there and they're going to respond. So there's been a lot of amazing feedback from guests of our party using this analogy, is that they have had the most fun ever in this party. That is what they are going to feel like. It's engaging and fun and not like any other typical party where the hostess just sits there and lets the consultant or whatever do all the work, and that's not as fun. So if you have all of your guests engaged, then they're going to see the other content that you are sharing. Even if they're only engaging on some posts, just the fact that they are coming into the group, checking it out, means that they're going to see the other posts that you're sharing in there. And that means that more people are going to be likely to order. And you can do the party poll post as well, which is, where are you at? Are you ready to place an order? Is your order already in? Do you have any questions? Do you want to host a party? Do you want to sign up? So that post as well is a good one to have your hostess kind of reach in and tagging anybody that didn't respond to. So I'm just going to check my notes here because I think I got most of that. So if you guys have any questions about this, you can ask Stacey or myself. The other thing I wanted to quickly go over is mega parties. So mega parties are a great way to be efficient and have lots of hostesses together in one group, so that you don't have to have a group for each hostess. If you're doing 2 + 2 + 2 and you've got lots of parties on the go, it can be a good use of your time to combine them into one group. So typically you would have 3 to 5 hostesses in one group, and that's what I've been doing. I haven't been doing more than that. And I will create a group chat on Facebook Messenger and invite the hostesses into this group chat with the date of the party as the title. So I've started doing that, and then you can coach all of your hostesses in that one group chat, and it just saves you so much time. So I wanted to share about the mega parties as well, because it invites more people into your group. You're going to have more engagement and more people commenting on your posts and more notifications that people are seeing. So that is another good reason to do mega parties. So you would have a different link for each hostess, and you would post Rachel's shopping link is, Hannah's shopping link is, Stacey's shopping link is, and you would have a post like that pinned to the top of the group with some instructions on how to order. So that way you've got a lot of people in the group, a lot of people commenting and engaging. Again, Facebook will reward you for being social, and you can use the dinner party analogy to coach your hostesses in one group. And if they are not willing to at least try to be engaging with their guests and to be putting in a little bit of work to get some hostess rewards, then I would maybe recommend telling them that you can't have a party with them, because it's going to be a waste of your time and maybe a waste of theirs. So I just really encourage you to be as efficient as you can, work smarter, not harder, as they say. So I just was really impressed with Stacey's idea that she came up with, the dinner analogy. Brilliant. I've always kind of knew that when I was coaching my hostesses, but it's just great to have a term for it that is easy to understand so I can pass along. And so I tried it, and it's gotten a really good feedback and lots more engagement and hostesses wanting to be involved. So I hope that that helped you. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or Stacey. Again, I'm not taking any credit for these ideas, but they absolutely do work and are a game changer. So make sure that you are reading the Unix and Karen's business building group and doing 2 + 2 + 2 or 2 + 2 + 1, getting your parties booked, and doing the dinner party analogy for your hostess coaching, and you will be successful. So I wish you guys all the best, and thank you for checking out this training tonight. Bye.